Nepal Kathmandu Tour Visit to Swayambhunath Stupa. Welcome to my 13th travel blog of the series, which I started from Kolkata going to Murshidabad, Darjeeling, Gangtok, then to Nepal and finally ending in Dehradun. During my 1-month solo ride, I was there in Kathmandu, the capital of Nepal, for about 10 days. Kathmandu is a world-renowned tourist destination and there are a lot of places to see in the valley. 7 of the UNESCO World Heritage Sites are in the Kathmandu Valley itself. One of them is Kathmandu Darbar Square, a palace compound and a large number of old temples, which was my previous vlog video. If you haven't seen it, I'm giving a link to that video just about here. The next 2 important and must-visit places in Kathmandu Valley are Swayambhunath and Buddhanath. This video is about Swayambhunath, one of the most important pilgrimage sites of Buddhist religion in the world. This site is also among the UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Before going into the specifics, let me just give you a preview of the other sites in Kathmandu Valley. Another old palace in Kathmandu is the Narayanahiti Palace, which has a museum. With a large number of international tourists visiting Nepal every year, there is a center of tourist industry in Kathmandu which started from the hippie days. And that is Thamal, where you can do a lot of shopping of the artifacts. Then there is the Swyambhunath Stupa to the east of the city, another UNESCO World Heritage Site. While that is also a Buddhist religious site, there is the Sri Pashupatinath Temple, a revered place for the Hindu religion. And just outside Kathmandu are 2 other palace compounds, the Patan Darbar Square and the Bhaktapur Darbar Square. Swayambhunath is located to the west of the city on a small hilltop. It is one among the oldest religious sites in entire Nepal. There is a mention of a temple at this place from the 3rd century BC, but confirmation about a religious site at this place is from 460 AD. So it's a small hilltop with a view of the Kathmandu Valley, and the surrounding places of this temple has a lot of monkeys, and hence the temple is also called the Monkey Temple. Although most elements of this site, like the stupa, the idols, are connected to the Buddhist religion, there is also a Hindu temple on the top of the hill. So people from both religions consider this a sacred place, and indeed people from all religions come here, either as tourists or pilgrims. There are 2 entrances to reach the main site on the hilltop. One is probably the oldest as the site itself, 365 steps from the bottom to the top with a steep gradient. The other is a tourist-friendly one where you can drive or ride to about half of the hilltop, park your vehicle, and then climb a few stairs to reach the top. I am at the second entrance, and here first you will see a world peace pond with a brass statue of Sri Buddha on a lotus flower in the middle of the pond, and the people here are throwing coins into that jar for world peace. This construction seems to be pretty new, not part of the historical site on top of the hill. And there is also a small replica of the main Swayambhu Stupa, which is on the top, this white painted structure. The enlarged version, the actual version, is on the hilltop. Okay, before we move into other things, let me just say one thing here. You must have already noticed it. It is that my camera settings at the time were put in manual and I was doing some experiments with the camera which did not come out very well, and so the video has a lot of shake. I should have looked at the video quality at the time, but I didn't. I was mostly enjoying the places and I saw the videos only after completing the entire tour. So apologies for the shaky video, and I will improve my videography skills for the future vlogs. So this is what you get on top of the hill, and let me just give you a background. It is said that thousands of years back, the entire Kathmandu was a lake. A lotus flower bloomed in the lake, and Swayambhu is the place where the lotus bloomed. The literal meaning of Swayambhu is self-created. This is the main architectural element of Swayambhu, a large white dome with a cubical structure on top painted with the eyes of Sri Buddha looking in 4 directions. And on the top of it certain engravings of Buddha and other things. Surrounding this large stupa are a large number of small and big temples, idols, stone-cut statues of various gods and goddesses, primarily of Sri Buddha. I think all of these in the surrounding of the dome is not constructed at the same time. It must have been constructed over the several centuries in the past. Most of these statues and idols have connotations with Buddhism. The prayer wields the unique element of all Buddhist temples. Apart from all the elements connected to Buddhism, there is a Hindu temple for the Harati Devi, dedicated to Harati Devi. So there are a large number of these small and large idols, statues and temples. There are also shops selling religious and touristic stuff. When doing some research about the place after my visit, There is one temple that is closed forever, having an underground chamber wherein lives an ascetic, a tantric monk from the 8th century, practicing meditation to preserve his life. It is said that in the 17th century, when Kathmandu was facing a drought, the ruling king Pratapa Malla entered the temple to seek blessings from the ascetic, and then rains started. So there are a lot of stories and myths surrounding the place connected with the Swayambhu, and also with each and every idol and statue and temple found at the place. Now this is the other entrance to the shrine. This is like a 365 step steep uphill to reach the top, and I think most of the pilgrims who come to visit for pilgrimage, for prayers, come through this entrance. And welcoming the pilgrims is another symbol of Buddhism, this gold-plated Vajra. It is associated with Tibetan Buddhism, and I think in Tibetan language it is also called Dorje. This place is not very large, maybe the size of a football field, putting together everything to be seen. So if you are a tourist taking selfies and photos and just going around the place, seeing the stuff, you can probably finish it in under an hour. If you are here for pilgrimage, then that is a different thing. I'm not sure how much time it takes to do whatever is to be done. I was here for about half a day, and I think the number of tourists at this place is also very less, and probably because this is not tourist season. But I saw a large number of pilgrims as well. People coming only for religious reasons. If you are a tourist, having a guide would be a good thing, because you get to know the various things, the history, the architecture, and all those things about the place. When I went there was no guide to be seen, or either nobody approached me as a guide, and that was the same thing in Kathmandu Darbar Square. I think this is a religious site, that is why there are no guides to be seen. But probably I think there could be someone to guide you, mostly in tourist season, I think. The reason is that I did research about this place after I visited the place, after I went back, and found a lot of interesting things about the place. I should have known this before coming there, or at the place when I was there, to see and understanding it in its entirety. Swayambhunath has a lot of interesting stories surrounding it, so it would be good to have a guide. And now this is me going back from the place. And on the way up the hill as well, there are a large number of small statues and temples constructed, some of them very new, some of them old. Overall, I think the place is a must-visit place when you are in Kathmandu. And I spent about half a day there taking in a lot of videos, but the thing was that the videos all were shaky. I am still not good at it. That is, using my DSLR. I visited a number of places in Kathmandu and I've taken several videos of it, but most of it were having the same quality, the shaky videos, so I think I'm not going to put all those things into YouTube and bore you with it. I'm going to end this one here, and I will do one more video of the Kathmandu tour. And you are seeing a preview of that just about here. This is Patan Darbar Square. So I'm going to do Patan Darbar Square and Bhaktapur Darbar Square, both UNESCO listed World Heritage Sites, in the next vlog. So I hope you have not entirely disliked this video because of the video quality. I have only included videos which are having certain amount of viewable quality, I think. So thank you for having a look at this one, and my next vlog, which is Patan and Bhaktapur Darbar Square, I have given a link to that video on the right side.